Hi, welcome to the channel. Today I just want to talk about life in general, weight loss, personal growth, and just give a few thoughts on it. Beginning of the year, like I said, I was vastly overweight, and it weren't good. It weren't good physically and mentally, because I've always been a fit guy. I've always been an athlete, and I allowed myself to get into that position. But I just want to encourage anyone out there today, and if you're a teenager, you know what I mean, if you're in your 20s, your 30s, or 40s, 50s, or even today you die, you can change your life, and you can change the outcomes of your life by doing basic things. Okay, you may not be able to run at the beginning, but you can walk. You can control what you put in your mouth and eat. Yeah, there's many things out there now what can aid you on your journey, and there's no shame in taking them or doing them things. But you can change. It's a mindset. You've got to build a new identity. It's like when you become a Christian, it talks about putting away the old man and being renewed and picking up your cross, and sometimes that means picking up your cross daily and standing for what's right and stuff. But you can change where your trajectory is like. Where you are now is not where you're going to be in a month or 3 months or a year's time. You can change them things. You just got to have some belief in yourself, get a bit of pride in yourself, set a goal and stick to it, even on hard days. That's what determines it. My dad said to me once about character. I need to remember how he said it now. He says, when it's hard, that's what reveals who you truly are. Do you know what I mean? It's like habits. There's nothing wrong with skipping a workout, but you do it twice, you start to set a new habit, and that's not what you want. That's what you've got to do. You've got to be focused in anything in life. And also, I talk about myself, you know, I take pride in my faith, and I project I'm this Christian man, but sometimes I've not lived up to what I should be, you know. And I know it's a hard sight sometimes when you look at yourself. I had a lad at work, nice lad, and he turned around to me the other day and said, "You used to bully me." And I was like, wow, self-reflection. And I said, well, I helped you the other day. And it was like, well, it don't matter. You did bully him. You said nasty things. Like, you were cruel at times, and it's not good. So that's what you've got to do. You've got to sometimes reflect on where you were and who you want to become. And that's what I've had to do. Because it's like, you know, it's hard, because you turn around, and when there's everyone who are around you using the nickname to terrorising what you gave him, you feel a bit of a, you know, I hate to say it, a bit of a dick. And it's a hard pill to swallow. And then I had a friend who I care about, who I respect, tell me yesterday that I'm a bully. And they said it in jest, and they said it jokingly, but they were right. I was a bully. So it's about changing that whole thing now. Being an ally, doing what my dad said when I was younger. You're meant to protect the weak and the vulnerable, and people can't protect themselves. And show an example. But that's the hard thing. The hard thing is to do it when you've got people around you who you literally gave that nickname, using that nickname, and now having to turn around and say, actually, I don't like that nickname anymore, because it's cruel, and that's not what I want to be, or who I want to be. But like I said, in life you can change. To the day you die, you can change. You just got to want to change. Reflection is a hard pill to swallow, but it's where growth starts. So like I said, wherever you are in life, start small. Okay, you might not be able to run, like I said, but you can walk. Yeah, you may not be able to do 50 press-ups, but you can do maybe 1 or 2, I don't know. Pick something, stick to it, and you'll be a different person. Yeah? Don't quit on yourself. Believe in yourself. Oh, that's my rant for a Sunday afternoon. What a beautiful view in Aberdeenshire. My home village now. Vastly different from the city I came from. Alright, laters. Bye.